Great. So today I was with the practice of Vipassana and the body scan method. They say this is the oldest mindfulness meditation practice, the Vipassana practice of scanning awareness through the body. And I do it sometimes in this practice in different ways by, first of all, focusing on the hands, because if you're not used to bringing awareness around the whole body, you'll find that there's so many little sensory awareness receptors in the hands that you can get quite a lot of detail by connecting with the mind. But I'd like us to go through the body. And you'll notice that as you go through it, if you're not so used to doing body scan practices, just notice where in your body that you're getting strong connection, sensory connection with, where places like the back of the body, you're feeling bigger sections, whereas the face and the hands, you can really feel very minute sections of the body. And being aware that as we drop down into quieter mind, calming the nervous system through the breath, by coming into sensory awareness, we're actually dropping into a deeper layer again. And by becoming comfortable with different sensations, sensations are the gateway to how we receive information. It creates sensory awareness in the body. It's like anything that comes in that we receive is like a pond that's dropped into the ripples and pools of our sensory awareness. And they've shown that, we are actually made up of more space than matter. So every part of us is a vibrating particle, subatomic particle. And everything is vibrating at different rates and frequencies, and we store information as sensory awareness, and sensory awareness creates feeling, and feeling creates an idea about that feeling in the mind. But the first stage of us receiving anything is through sensory information. And it's also the way that we can recondition habituated ways of being. So if we see something that maybe usually provokes a feeling of like, oh no, I don't want that, just by seeing it, we're recreating that habitual response. So if we can just be with what we're seeing, hearing, meeting, who we're meeting in the present moment, and catch that before the habituated response comes in, just staying with the sensory awareness, we get a chance to rewrite old habits, change neural pathways. So sensory awareness is really the bedrock of everything, bedrock of reality, and all that we think or know or feel. So let's feel into that. And I'll guide you through it for a while, and then I'll sort of let you off to bring your awareness. So the first part is really training the mind to stay present, to stay aware, and to methodically work your way through the body. And then feeling deeply into those sensations as you get more used to keeping strong attention on the practice. So let's close the eyes. First of all, letting the mind drop down into what the body is with. The sounds, the feelings, all that the body is processing in this moment. Let your senses open to the feeling of the early evening, feeling of the sky and weather outside. The temperature, sensing of the outside temperature and the inside temperature of your room. the sounds of life around you, outside, in your building. Sounds of nature. Orientating to your space. Feel where your hips are resting, the contact with your seat, your legs with the floor, your hands where they contact the legs. And the air on a piece of exposed skin. Coming into all of that richness. And just letting it all be there. As you feel the aliveness of your breath in your body. And begin to very gently just invite a deeper, longer, slower breath. Breathing deeply into the lower lungs. You might feel the belly expand and the breath fill all the way up to the chest. And then the release from the chest to the ribs, to the belly. Slowly now filling the lungs from the bottom to the top. And as slow as you can, releasing the exhalation. Let these slow waves of breath bring you deeper into your body. Allow your whole body, mind, nervous system to relax with these deep, long, slow breaths. Stay with the coming and going of the breath. The gentle fullness of the inhale and the release of the exhale. So from this place of embodied awareness, track sensations in the body. And first I want you to focus now just on the very crown of your head. Sometimes you can feel almost like a little tickle in the hair. And just let your mind explore around from that point around the scalp. Go up to your hairline. Feel the difference there and the sense of the smoothness of the forehead. Your temples. feel there. Just above the ears, the hair, and the scalp around the back of the head, the back of the base of the skull. Your whole scalp. And from the crown of the head and the forehead, feel the space between your eyebrows and the eyebrows and eyes, your nose, your cheekbones, the cheeks on the outside and the feeling of the inside of your cheeks. Always just noticing, moving, feeling the flesh just above the upper lip, your lips. Feel your chin. Follow your jawline around to the sides of your neck, your earlobes, your ears. Notice all the different senses and feelings in the different parts of your face. Feel the soft sides of your neck, and the front of your neck and throat. Feel the back of your neck, the nape, the top of your shoulders. Feel where the collarbones are. And tracing down on the right side now, the right shoulder, the right upper arm and underarm, the right elbow, the right lower arm, the right wrist, the palm of the right hand and the back of the right hand. And each of the fingers, the thumb, the index finger of the right hand, the middle finger, fourth finger and little finger, the whole right hand up through the wrist, the forearm, the elbow and upper arm and shoulder. Follow across the top of your shoulder over to the left shoulder. Feel your left upper arm, underarm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, palm of the hand, the back of the hand, so many different sensations. The thumb of the left hand, that index finger, the middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Feeling the whole left hand together. And the whole left arm from the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm and shoulder. And across now to the front of the chest. The breastbone or sternum in the center. The two sides of your chest. The ribs, your whole chest. In the back, across the back of your shoulders, your spine in the center, your shoulder blades and ribs, down through the middle back, the lower back, the soft sides of your waist, and in the front, the navel, the belly, the soft liquid belly, feeling your hips and buttocks, your groin, your pelvic floor, your legs and focusing on the right leg, the right thigh, the knee, the right calf and shin, the right ankle, the top of the right foot, and the toes, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the sole of the right foot and heel, and then back up to feel the whole right leg, lower leg, knee, upper leg, and across the pelvis to the left leg and the left thigh, the left knee, the left calf and shin, the left ankle, the top of the left foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe, sole of the left foot and heel, the whole left foot, back up through the left ankle, calf, shin, knee, back up through the left thigh, left hip, back up through the groin and lower belly, the hips and navel, the whole belly area, the waist, your ribs and whole chest and sternum and the collarbones, and in the back, from the legs, the buttocks, back of the pelvis, the lower back, the vertebrae in the spine up through the middle back, the upper back and shoulder blades, the tops of the shoulders. Feel the right arm, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, right wrist, right palm of the hand and back of the hand, and the fingers, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger and little finger, and the whole right hand, and the right arm from the wrist to the forearm to the elbow, to the upper arm and shoulder, tracing across the shoulder girdle and the collarbones across to the left side, your left shoulder, the left upper arm and underarm, the left elbow, the left lower arm and wrist, palm of the left hand and the back of the left hand, each of the fingers and the thumb, the index finger and middle finger, the ring finger and little finger, the whole left hand and the left arm from the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Feeling across the shoulder to the neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck and the throat. Feeling your chin and jaw, lips, mouth, cheeks, flesh just above the upper lip, your nose, the eyes, temples, ears and earlobes, the eyebrows and the center between the eyebrows, the whole forehead, the temples across to the back of the head, the base of the skull, the center of the back of the head, the scalp, all the way up to the crown of the head. And from that crown of the head, almost like that little light tickle at the crown of the head, trace your awareness now back down through the body, just methodically feeling into each place as carefully, as curiously, as attentively as you can. Keeping moving, noticing, feeling. If your mind wanders, just guiding it back to the body. Feel into where you left off. Just keep moving your attention, feeling into each area of the body, whatever pace is comfortable for you. Noticing areas of different levels of feeling, of strength, of different qualities of feeling, different sensations. Just noticing and moving. slowly now. You might begin to deepen your breath a little. And then if you just bow your head a tiny bit, to get ready to slowly open your eyes towards the floor. And still aware of the sensations and more like a sea of sensations in your body. The breath at the center of your awareness. Noticing your system, your mind quieter, your body more relaxed. And then if you just slowly want to stretch your gaze, you might stretch your legs. So thank you. Namaste.